So, Christmas comes, loads of turkey, loads of sweets, loads of drink at the Christmas do's. We overindulge, we get to the new year and we're thinking, oh crap, it's time to start my new year diet. New year, new me, it's all gonna change in 2019. I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I've just looked up a statistic and only 8% of people actually achieve their New Year's resolutions. Now, let's not let that be you. I'm not putting a doom and gloom episode up today. I know this is called 5 Reasons Your 2019 Diet Will Fail, but if we're aware of where we're failing, we know where to avoid and we know how to achieve our goals. Buckle up, get ready. I'm Roy Williams, the guy that lost 16 pounds in 30 days whilst only eating McDonald's. 5 reasons your 2019 diet will fail. So, reason number 1. It's too bland, it's too boring, you're eating foods you hate. Most New Year's plans, we make far too strict a plan. We create a plan using foods we don't even like. We start reading articles, that's healthy, that's good for weight loss, blah, blah, blah. So we start throwing these foods into our plan without actually sitting back and realizing, I don't like this food. A couple of weeks of eating this food, I'm gonna hate this food even more. So why make a plan you're not gonna stick to? Why use foods you know you're not gonna eat? So that's number 1. Number 1, include foods in your diet that you enjoy. Incorporate foods you enjoy eating. I'll prove this with the McDonald's thing. You can eat the food you enjoy. Just remember, coming on to number 2, make sure you're in a calorie deficit. You're not losing weight, you're not achieving your 2019 goals because your calorie intake isn't right or isn't suitable to your goals. Maybe your 2019 goal isn't to lose weight, it's to gain weight. You need to be in a calorie surplus, you need to be consuming more calories than you're burning. But for most of you that want to lose weight, remember you need to be in a calorie deficit. Say your maintenance level of calories is 2,500, obviously you need to be eating less than 2,500. If you're an active guy like me and you do loads of exercise, your maintenance level will be higher, so therefore you can eat a little bit more. So always remember, you will only lose weight when you're in a calorie deficit. Don't believe the magical formulas. If I do fasted cardio, it will sizzle away at my fat. No, your cardio is adding to your calorie expenditure. When you go to the gym, you're burning calories. You're not specifically zoning in to fat. Your fat isn't just going sizzling off your body when you're doing this. Obviously, if you're in a calorie deficit, yes, you'll lose weight, lose fat. It's not the thing specific itself. Like these new things come out, drink coffee, this special type of coffee, and you will lose weight.
Hi everyone, so this week I have lost 6 pounds with Skinny Coffee Club.
Bollocks! Don't listen to stuff like that. Be in a calorie deficit, that's all you need to know. Any successful diet out there, any people that follow Weight Watchers, Slimming World and stuff, if they're losing weight, it's because they're in a calorie deficit. So, 2 down, 3 more to go. Number 3, having no backup plan. Again, referring back to my McDonald's diet. The point I was trying to prove is just because you eat fast food or a certain type of food that's considered unhealthy, it doesn't mean you're no longer going to lose weight. You just need to know how to incorporate these foods into your diet. Now, most of you will start your 2019 plan, your really restrictive, bland plan. A week or so in, maybe 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, you're going to crash, you're going to cave in, and you're going to think you've ruined your diet. Say you're on your salad diet, your juice diet, whatever it is. A few weeks in, you're like, I need a McDonald's. I'm going to McDonald's. You will eat that McDonald's. Afterwards, you think you've wrecked it, you'll feel horrendous, you'll have a negative mindset, and that's it. You'll give up. That'll be the diet over for another year. See you next year. That's me, done for my weight loss. Now, if you actually understood the point I was trying to put across in my McDonald's diet, again, it goes back to calorie expenditure. You need to know how you can recover from the damage you've done. You've had a high calorie meal, how can you work around it? And what is the backup plan? Now the backup plan is knowing how to compensate elsewhere. So say this is lunchtime now, say you've eaten 2,000 calories in McDonald's. Say your calorie limit for the day is 500. Obviously, you haven't ruined it. You've still got 500 calories to play with for the rest of the day. So as long as you're still sticking to that calorie limit, you're going to be fine. Okay, say you've gone slightly over your calorie limit. Say we've had a big breakfast and now we've gone to McDonald's. We're about 1,000 calories over. You need to compensate for it throughout the week. So tomorrow, I'm not necessarily suggesting to drop 1,000 calories, but maybe chip away a few hundred calories over the next few days and just get back to the average it out, get back where you need to be and whatever your goal, your target is. Number 4, your 2019 will fail because it's not realistic, it's not attainable, and it's not something you can stick to long term. It's far too restrictive.
Danny's trainer puts him on a strict diet.
8 o'clock in the morning, I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 10 o'clock, I'll have fish. At 12 o'clock, I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 2 o'clock, I'll have fish.
Now these fad diets, these diets celebrities have come out with, always wanting to cash in on the New Year resolution hype. They'll have you lose weight, again for one reason, because you're in a calorie deficit, but they'll have you lose weight. You'll get to that point whereby you're happy with your weight loss, your diet will finish, you'll go back to eating normally, and then you'll gain loads of weight again. So you're gonna completely just yo-yo with your dieting. You need something that you can just make part of your everyday life and long term you can stick to, because otherwise you're forever losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, and that's not good for anyone. So make sure whatever you're doing is something that is attainable, is something realistic, and is something that you can actually stick to long term. Kind of follows on to my final point now. Your 2019 diet will fail because you haven't set a long-term plan. Goal setting, it's the most important thing, along with calories. One of two most important things. You need to set a goal. Now these goals need to be short-term, medium-term, and of course long-term. We need a long-term aim for where we want to be, but in order to get to that long-term goal, we need to be setting shorter goals as well. I know this is why a lot of PTs, nutritionalists, etc., when they put people on these diets that I often consider too bland and too restrictive, they do this because it's an easy way of them measuring what you're doing. If their client is sticking to the plan, they know that they'll achieve their goals, and then they know that if their client isn't sticking to the plan, they're not going to achieve their goals. So say they've got their plan and for some reason they're gaining weight, they're obviously not fully sticking to the plan. So having a plan, it doesn't have to be a boring plan, it doesn't have to be an eat salad, eat broccoli, eat tilapia, all that sort of stuff plan. It just has to be a long-term realistic plan of what you want to achieve. Now a lot of professionals use the SMART approach. That's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timely. So to summarise what those means, probably obvious. You need to make sure that your goals are specific to what you want to achieve. You can measure these. I don't just mean measuring them by jumping on the scales. Measuring the things you do before you get to weighing yourself. Measuring your calorie intake. Maybe downloading the MyFitnessPal app, a great way of tracking your calories, something I use. Are your goals achievable? I know we've covered this before, but there's no point setting goals that you're not going to achieve. You're going to feel worse and you're going to go backwards. Make sure they're realistic. That's yeah, same reason. Make sure they're realistic and timely. Timely being setting your goals to certain time periods. We've all got a long-term goal, but if it's so far away, we're going to be a bit slack. We need to be having short, medium and long-term goals. I know I had a doom and gloom title, guys, 5 reasons your diet's going to fail, but by knowing how we're going to fail, like I said, you are more likely to succeed. That's what we want. We want to progress, peeps. It's 2019. I know it's a cliche. It is our year. We are going to achieve our goals and we are going to get there. We're going to still be in shape in 2020, baby. This isn't a short-term thing. Stay motivated. You know what to do. Don't feel disheartened if you're not getting there fast. It's a slow process. We're all going to make it. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Rye Williams. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. The backbone of my channel is fitness, and we just do quirky things on top of that subject. So, I will see you for another video. 2019, come at me, bro. Let's do this!